this one on me. Nah, hey, it's on me, you know me, that's how it's gon' be. I spent some money on bruh, cause I'm your homie. Loaned him a few bucks, he got lonely. Ain't seen homie around, something told me that OG was leaking, but the police was peeping. We smoking kush, getting high in your tweeter speakers. Got stripes, Adidas sneakers, not like these weak ass niggas. The heater creeping, don't need a license for me to keep it. You niggas went from EBT to EDD, when all she want is BBC. Brother J pushing the beat, PTB, wood grain Wagoneer, 3 TVs, triple OG, and your boy got respect though. You ever rock that high road day? I cut your check, bro. Look at your bank statements for my Hancock. I just put an easement on a parcel that was landlocked. Why you out here acting rowdy, flossing? I just put a bid on some land at the county auction. And no, not that high road land, my own land. Arsonist, the pyro man, sparking it, doing it with my own hands. We pull up like swatting that 5-0 band. You want a verse? It's like you throwing a talent show. With no talent, bruh, you need 5 more bands. I'm real, even though I know reality is simulated. I stimulated your minds with shit I innovated. I demonstrated my prime and still I'm in it, ain't I? You immolated my kind, you feel I'm winning, player? Well, just remember I ain't better than you. I'm just moist in the voice, sound wetter than you. You analyze my styles like competitors do. I can rewrite your bars like editors do. If we building, then bruh, I'm an edifice dude. I'll be a your hood like we peddling too. Cats talking on a player like I'm telling you boo. I got guns in the closet, you got skeletons dude. 10 G's in the flamingo when the pelican flew. You a dumb nigga, I'm an intelligent dude. Now I won't be, even if you selling me food. I pop you, but I ain't in the felony mood. I'm from Oakland, want somebody tell him be cool. Gotta squeeze in these bitches like Miss Melody's shoes. Old nigga reference, I keep the gold digger stepping. You ain't getting nothing but the pole and the pimpin'. I go big so it won't go larger. That's why the RV got a turbocharger. That's why the jet ski got a turbocharger. And baby on the back spilling Merlot water. My main man copped the hotel in Panama. Take a LJ shitting on niggas. Grandmama, I ran by my man by my baby mama house. He should have a plan by now. That's when my man threw back that $5 grand I tossed. I keep a bag on me, dear Santa Claus. I'm really a chief, you playing a boss. I knock your bitch walls down, now she stay in the loft. I got receipts, bruh, she paying the cost. She got me these ain't Izod, they're Lacoste. Shrug my shoulders and straighten my lapels. I dust them off like, oh well, you must not know your whole well. She get dirty like a 4-wheel ATV, and it's for sale.
Oh, hold it, mama. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold it, mama. Oh, wait a minute.
When it was Kemet, Black Egypt. It wasn't now Valley Civil, Black Egypt. Like and subscribe, Black Egypt. It wasn't no Mediterranean culture, like and subscribe. You gon' get tormented for 4 minutes if it's war when it just said Jessaru got a false door in it. The Nubian flow, that's before Kemet. My Sakim Key got rubies and gold, and it's fit for a Kushite king. But I just was getting y'all juice. I didn't want to play that on this song. My mic wasn't hooked up. Like I was saying, that was just some, I was saying y'all couldn't even hear me. What's up, y'all? Everybody good? We definitely talking money today, Brendan. Matter of fact, we put out jewels for our people. Thanks for saying bars, Donnie. I appreciate the fire emojis. Do me a favor. Like the video so we could get it out to some of them youngsters. Somebody might be at the house right now like, damn, man. Finances might have their head down, but we're going to talk all about it, all right? We're going to talk all about it. Let me roll right into it. So where's y'all? I thought I had the chat up there anyway. It's good. How are we today? So this how I be fucking with it. I really don't even want to be all on the screen. Let me little screen it. This how I be trying to mess with it. You wanna know what's hella funny? It was a lot of information that I actually learned and got out the conscious community from people who actually didn't have good intentions. Oh, let me see. There we go. People who was lying, saying they own stuff. And I was trying to investigate whether what they were saying was right or not. And come to find out some of the things that they were saying were true about ways to acquire properties, how to get our assets up. And but I didn't do any personal investigations into their personal situations. That wasn't my case. But when I learned, I kind of figured out that they was lying because it never re-popped up in a timeline of the things that they was talking about. They be talking about how you could get property for pennies on the dollar, and how they had land in this place and land in that place. But I ain't gonna start from a point where some people gonna be like, well, you already way beyond me, because I ain't even in the position to talk about acquiring no assets. I'm still thinking about everyday, day-to-day hustles. We're gonna talk about how technology, some of the newest technology out right now, has put us in a position where some of the newest technology out right now has put us in a position where, yeah, hit the like button, it don't cost nothing. Put us in a position where we can actually open up businesses, viable money-making businesses, without big startup upfront capital. And ever since I've been on this earth, that's been one of my main focuses. So a lot of my projects revolve around that. It shouldn't require that. But we'll talk about, and on my show, I'm going to bring on a few of my brothers I know that specialize in that. One of my brothers, owner of Hotel Bliss Beach in Panama, been in our group for a while, and we're hooking up now to do some giveaways, weekend stay and week-long stays through our NFT project that we're working on. He also got a festival going on out there and plenty of other things. But again, in order for him to get to that asset, it took a lot of learning about, I'm talking about the hotel in Panama and its acquisition. It took a lot of learning how to manipulate through this system in order to position yourself in a way so we can actually do some shit. And so I'm gonna put it down. I won't be long in this video, but I am gonna do a few streams today. I figured if the ultimate is to grow the channel, then the more videos with the more content, the more shorter videos you got with more content will get you more views at the end of the day than longer videos where you just keep on expounding. So in the nature of not going too long on this, let's go right in. I'm not going to start I'm on a website called Bid for Assets. And the presentation I'm going to give today will lead us here. But when talking about some of the things that's happened in the last 10 years, some of the advantages brothers have not taken advantage of, all the way from what was called the app gig economy, or the gig app economy, or whatever, up until new modern terms in the cryptocurrency space and a lot of things that will have you. But just exploiting, when you talk about the app gig economy, where you open up an app You don't go to no job, you fill out no application or nothing. You feel me? You open up an app. It started at about in the early 2000s, late 2000s. You could open up an app, qualify, do your background checks on the app, and you're your own independent contractor. You know, it started with the Ubers, all the delivery services. Everybody know about those apps. That democratized certain things and made it so you didn't have to, certain people didn't have to go to certain places to qualify for certain things. At about the same time, something called affiliate marketing, maybe earlier or later, but affiliate marketing became a thing. These are some of the things that people have started to become rich off: drop shipping, affiliate marketing, things you didn't have to have no money to do to make some money. So like I said, we're going to get to acquiring assets, but I do like to lay out at the end of this video, someone will be able to take some of these ideas and put it, anybody, no matter what level you own, and your game should apply to all levels, as it ain't really game. You can't be giving out no game that just apply to motherfuckers who rich. You feel me? So any level you own, you should be able to take some of these ideas, apply some of them, and do what you want. So when affiliate marketing became a thing along with the gig app economy, certain things started to happen that the wiser businessman, strategic, group thinking type of people started to exploit. Like when I'm just going through the history of the gig app economy, when Uber came out, the majority of people I know tried to test that for a week or two, whatever they did. But the ultimate thing, the wiser people I knew started Uber businesses. And we're going to talk about that, right? Because there was a point in time where the actual average everyday brother, again, that's who we targeting. Even I want people 18 to 24 to find this video and be like, damn, brother, watch this. There's some gaming here. There was a point in time when everybody was, quote unquote, you talk to the average brother in the hood, they was talking about how much you could get. I even was telling people, yo, if you ain't doing that, you can straight go out, do some Uber. But now let's talk about what I was talking about, what some of the wiser people realized. You could spend your all day driving that shit, right? And you need a car, you need everything. You need something. And you might wind up with $300, $350, $400 at the end of one day. That'll be cool. You do that for a week, you could do good, right? But think about this. When Affiliate Market had entered their program, they was giving out $1,000, at one point $2,000, believe it or not, for every person that you would sign up to get. If you signed up another driver, you got like 2 G's. Then it went down to a G, then it went down to 500. They probably signed that up. So me and my homies, instead of, okay, yeah, that was a cool way. We ain't got no time to do that shit, whatever. But the real motherfuckers was like, bro, just do hella signups. So you get, it was one point in time, you got 10 signups. That was 20 racks. In real life. In the Bay Area. Ask anybody. So I'm talking about how we didn't know about how to really exploit shit. Instead of spending your time driving around, hell no. You could get as smart as getting a motherfucking overhead booth and sitting on the corner and doing your sign-ups. If they were signing up through you, once they did 100 rides, you was getting 2 bands. So I know people who was like, I'm just trying to do 4 sign-ups a month. You feel me? And was turning that into a business without without having a dime, without using a car, just using affiliate marketing through the gig app economy to create their own type of a job. It's still popping like that now, but that game dead. It's moved over, and I'm going to bring my good brother from LA who's doing it big in this next move to talk to us in a couple of days. I always start my show without no water. So I'm going to get me some water in a minute. Nowadays, it's different. You could get this land I'm talking about that we're going to wind up talking about with no credit score, no nothing. None of that's part of it. Cold cash. And you can earn the cash without. All you got to do first is get like one vehicle and start applying the same type of things. I'm not talking about Uber. We're going to talk about more things inside the gig app economy that people should learn how to exploit, not from the service provider standpoint or not from the I'm going to do the hard work standpoint, but from the thinking man standpoint. Like you got Turo. These are rental car services where you can rent your own car out to other people just like a rental car, and they hot services. I don't know if that's in your city, but in the cities I'm in, they got these services. You could go today, no matter who you are. Well, unless you just got hella repos or something, that's different. But you could still get a vehicle not intended for you to drive, place it on one of these rental car services, and turn that car into for a 1 week rental will pay the whole car note. I can show you this easy. I'm speaking from experience too. I just be doing so many different things, you feel me? From getting auction cars. I remember I was trying to get my brother Ben to pick up an auction car that I had bought in North Carolina. You feel me? So we really do be doing other stuff in the community. I copped a car in Atlanta one time and tried to get Ankh or Ujahu to grab it. Ankh had my back. He took a car I bought in Atlanta and took it to his man's shop to get it worked on. Buying them in car auctions where you could get them for pennies on the dollar. You don't want them salvage titles, but I don't want to go too far off on the tangent. We talking about starting with nothing, starting from the bottom, not even $500, and at the end you got acres and shit. And so with the game like exploiting the Turo game, motherfuckers know the Turo game. If you don't know the Turo game, it's hella easy. Turo, soon as I slap the car on Turo, bro, you start getting hit just like Instagram or something. I'm not talking about taking your whip. I'm talking about a person who don't got no idea for a business, who watched this clicked on this video to see if it was going to be something real you could really do in here. Go finance, that person could finance a car. Soon as he got the car insured and everything, upload the car on here as a host. You're a host in your city. These is all people cars. And they getting these numbers. Don't even think. He want 115 a day for his Jeep. He bought this Jeep, just financed it real quick. They probably, if you got good credit, they don't even want no money down. Let's take a bad note on this Jeep. Let's take 750 is his note on this Jeep. Right? Let's say, and I don't want to say that's a bad note. Somebody might have that note or whatever. I'm just saying. Let's say that was not the ideal scenario we want to talk about in a discussion like this. My homies get littler cars, and they could charge $40 a day, but at the end of the month they've been and made $1,000 on a car that they paying $200 on the note. I put up a car that was like, I had a brand new 2018 I put on there that was just for this, about $50 a day. Soon as you put something on there, it's running. So that's a business for itself, because you just walked out of the financing shop. You didn't buy the car to be no noodle. You keeping it clean. You went straight and signed it up. You see this person right here? He ain't tripping. He got all these rentals. He want $104 a day for this. If his note was $750, obviously 1 week of rentals, that note paid off for that month. If you're in the city where this ain't lucrative for you, then wait till we talk about other things in the video. But they do have other services like this. So now my homies got fleets, and I'm gonna bring my partner on who got a nice fleet down in LA so he could talk about it. And he said he definitely want to. A comedian, Michael Gitmore, actually out of Los Angeles, says he want to come on the show and show brothers the real back-to-back about your insurance, how you do it, and who will finance you for a fleet. Because believe it or not, without the best credit, you can even get financed for like 10 cars at once. You feel me? But we'll talk about all of that when the people who actually went further in the game than me to do it. So that's a real thing. It's not a fake thing. Like, it ain't no holdups too behind it. You just get on there in your city, and at certain times it juk harder, certain times it juk less. But that is one way too. Even you don't even like that. You could go finance a car with a 500. Shit, I don't know how So you don't. It's not like this is something that's just for people in a certain situation. And it's more apps like Toro that do the same thing. You can use apps like, you could buy a new car and provide it as a service car for other people who want to do ride share services. But it's, first of all, it's an asset, a depreciable asset that you gonna milk as it depreciates. You know what I'm saying? You getting 4 times of what you gotta pay for the vehicle is compensation for the depreciation that's put on the use of the car. And it's not a personal use vehicle. So now you could go open up your LLC and write all of this stuff off the proper way. Just that hella quick and that easy. And I'll tell you right now, you open up an LLC for $300 just on LegalZoom. You feel me? And so I'm just saying, we call them side hustles or whatever we call them, and people don't talk about them enough. And I'm just saying, if it's legal stuff you could do, and we got people out here who can't think of nothing, are hurting, you could take that idea. Ain't nobody can, please. I'm going to bring my brother on, and he's going to tell you about the success and how big his fleet is. When I just got off the phone, he was just like, I just picked up 7 more cars. They at LAX. You feel me? And so, and he like, man, he's blessed and wonderful and want to bring that on there and talk about it. And so, now when we talk about asset acquisition, I always defer to my good brother. Oh, that's so funny. This is his page. I wasn't even trying to do this. I just came to Instagram, and my homie who was telling me about the acquisitions and all the things that he gonna come on the show and talk about just popped on the screen. So shout out, that's love, my dude, Mike Gitmore. But I was coming here to talk about another person. One of my homies and group members and business members since we was young, and owner of the hotel Bliss Beach, Panama, where he's showing renovations they're making now. You see the logo. Shout out to my mans. But he teach me a lot about how to get properties in ways that I ain't even know nothing about. And I knew he was never joking about this, you feel me? But he was telling me, man, this dude want to sell his hotel in Panama. And so you can see the whole property right here. And what we're doing is, I mean, it's a humble resort, you know. Like, ain't nobody talking about it like that there. We see my man's right there with his neighbors who own another, you know what I'm saying, another hotel there. But he's one who teaches me a lot. My brother's an architect. I mean, Stanford graduate. I mean, just a very honorable brother. Owner of this hotel in Panama. And we doing giveaways. So it's not like that. It's like, again, quiet type of meditative, humble, chill resort on lots of land right on the beach in Panama. But he taught me other things about learning how to acquire properties. And so some of the knowledge that I've got from things that people put out in the conscious community, and then they was really not, they was FOS, or they wasn't telling the truth, but you could say, damn, but you could really do some of this stuff. It led me to a site called Bid for Assets. And that's where I'm at now. And I'll tell anybody from experience that this is a real ass website. You feel me? Oh, I see some chat popping off. Shout out to my peoples in the chat. It's good that we can have a economic discussion and get some people in the building. Look, my man said that looks like the Jeep I rented it on Turo when I was in Cali last month. See what I'm talking about? And so that is a real thing. People know about Turo, but I'm just trying to talk about, you know, I know people on the other side of the Turo, so you would go look on Turo and be like, damn, that boy got 9 cars on here. And they all rented. But anyway, we're talking about Bid for Assets. This site real. 100% real. As a matter of fact, if you go to a lot of counties, if you visit their website and you try to investigate, there's 2 categories. There might be more. I'm just speaking from experience and not necessarily like I'm just giving up game, not teaching a class, so to speak. So there's 2 categories: tax sale properties and tax lien properties. You got to know what state you live in and how they deal with it. If you live in a tax lien property state, tax lien sales state, you're not going to be bidding at an auction on the actual property. You're bidding on the lien on the property. If you're in a tax sales state, like California, you're bidding on the property. And so before you ever, dude, I'm talking about getting land for, you could get it for whatever, but before you dive into that, you will want to know what states you want to invest in, where you want some land at or whatever, and what are the rules of that state. Because it's also a cool way to acquire passive income by what? Buying tax liens. I know that from investigation, but I never bought a tax lien. All right? But you got to know the difference between the two. So, and that's one of the mistakes we'll make right here. If you just click into here, say I click California, which is a tax sales state. I mean, everything they're auctioning off on here, you're going to actually get the property if you do the proper research and make sure it's clear of all encumbrances and all other type of things. And so, chain of title and other things you'll need to know before you'll be able to know if you're going to acquire that property or not. You know what I'm saying? But it's real. And it's real as a record deal. It's not fake. But specifically, when I come here, I will want to click county tax sales just to be looking to see what's out there. You know what I'm saying? And they only do tax sales like once a year per county, supposedly. And so that's a way that if you look through Assist County, I mean, if you look through these lists, it's actual land to be Alameda County tax default property reoffer. This land in Alameda County with the starting bids, they'll tell you starting bid as low as $10,000. So when you're in a popular county like Alameda County, the chance of getting some land for $10,000 is crazy, right? But this is an auction, and a lot people know about them, and so I've seen stuff start at $10,000, go for $100,000. When really into this, shout out to my brothers who, said, yeah, let's go. I was doing research, and, I just, my company in a position to do things after getting us in a position to say, hey, we ready to acquire more assets. The squad was like, yeah. And so I started doing research into this, and I started learning a whole lot about the auction market as well. And so a county like Alameda, which is heavily populated with a low inventory, is what I would say. Those auctions run up hella high. But you can find counties that are less populated with high inventory. So much inventory that it's almost too hard to research all of the properties that are going to be for sale on that auction date. And that is a way that you can find yourself in an advantageous position when starting to get into acquiring properties at tax sales or even going through the tax lien process. And so it's real game in there. I mean, I know it's not, probably not traditionally what people hear. I mean, a lot of my family is realtors, and they question my methodology in acquiring property. But after I told them I did the research, and this is really what it was, and we made these such acquisitions that turned out to be beneficial and good land banking assets, everybody's like, oh, that's wonderful. You know what I'm saying? And so, let's not be fooled. Let me see this. And I ain't about to make this video too much longer. I'll probably give it a few more minutes, but I just want to make sure that people, someone say, yo, that's dope. What's up, Francisco? Yeah. So bid for assets ain't no punk. And when you're there, you looking for, if you want to acquire the property, you want to go to county tax sales. If you like, I don't want to be dealing with no property, but I do like the fact that they pay out really high interest. This is some of the highest interest you're going to get legally in America. Acquiring a tax lien. Let's see what Wiki says. You know about that, right? That's some of the highest interest that they pay in America. I'm not saying the highest, but let's see what they say, Wiki. Tax lien sale. In a tax lien sale, instead of selling the actual property, the governmental entity sells a lien on the property. The lien is generally for the amount of delinquent taxes, interest accrued, and cost associated with the sale. But I wanted to see if they spoke on how high those rates be. Sometimes you could get like a yearly rate of like 17% or something, dude. Like crazy in some states on a tax lien sale. So somebody like, dang, that's cool investment. And it come through the government. Let me see. See if I can pull up an interest. Look, oh, well, they say typically between 10 to 12%. But tell the truth, that ain't bad. What give you 10 to 12% back a year on some governmental juk? What's up, Zane? Brenda say there are a lot of investment land options down south as well. I'm pretty sure. And I don't know which. I think when I was looking at Arizona, it was tax lien and not tax sales. But I don't know where down south you're talking about. You might be talking about, deeper in the south. So as it occurs, they only release like 3 months at a time what's going on. If I went into one of these counties, let's say I'm going into Yolo County on bidforassets.com, the number 4, BID number 4 assets.com, that you can see right here, the bid starts as low as $6,300. So there is a piece of land that could be acquired in Yolo County for $6,300. If there's actually a demand at the auction, it could go up. If there's a demand on that property. And when it's not a lot of inventory like this, it's definitely gonna go up. I mean, but I've seen them not go up. I've seen people get houses for like 13 racks. The cold part is in the county of Del Norte, California, where I don't even know. The bid is as low as 100 bones. Look. Bid as low as $100, but they're only offering 20 parcels. I'm just going to look at this just for the fun of it. Just to see. So I went into one of the folders that have on this property right here. Look, check it out. This bid increments is going up about $100. This is real deal Holyfield. The current bid on this property is $3,600. No reserve auction, no bid so far. It closes in 11 days. Now, first thing to know is when the address don't guarantee nothing, but when it has an address, that's a cool thing to start. The address is a highway address, so no, it's probably like some bushes off the side of the highway. But let's see what it is going to be. Let's look into the details. They give you more instructions about signing up for a bid. But right here, you see the land value. This is what I'm talking about. The land value as assessed by the county is $20,000, right? So you could be buying some land for, look, how long would it take you to Toro up 3,600? You feel me? Like, that's what I'm saying. This is real deal Holyfield. But we're going to look into it. Because, again, it takes good research to find real properties that you actually can't get. You just got to go through that. And I'm not going to talk about all that in the video. I definitely won't let this video go longer than an hour. So, in this next 20 minutes, let's discuss things. The land value here is $20,746, and the total assessed value is $20,746. So that lets us know there are no improvements. As you see, the improvements mean 0. There are no improvements on the property. Nevertheless, they valued at $20,000. They give you a county description of the real property, which won't be read now. They give you a legal description, blah, blah, blah. And then you can view the parcel, and it's 1 acre. So I'm going to get outside of their app, go straight to Google and see where this 1 acre is at. Now, so now they put it on the map right on Google. It don't look like the worst 1 acre in the world. It's right by RV spot. And so when you start doing land like this, then you start wanting the RV and shit. Let me see. Well, let's see. So this is where it is. I'll turn on the satellite. And that is what, and it got roads running to it. I mean, I wouldn't even be mad. It ain't got no property on it. But they probably saying this 1 acre lot right here where you probably have to use this. You know, it don't look like you have to ask for any type of, what is it called? When you got to ask somebody to grow something across their land. Well, anyway, this is what that is. And so we haven't done the research on this plot yet or what show what has to be done, but it's definitely two big ones that you got to make sure it has a perfect chain of title for 25 years. No other taxes on it. Do me a favor, like the video. There's a lot of good game in here for some youngsters. No encumbrances on it. And wait, let me make sure that's right. I ain't did this in a while. But, you know, I ain't the one who will do the research. I'll point you to the people who do the research. And right here it shows you your tax bill for the year. So after you accumulate it, whether you use it or not, they'll value it at $20,000 on, now let's keep it clear, they'll value it at $20,000 on your tax bill, and your tax is going to be $200 every tax period, $219. If I was to bid on this property, I have a lot more research to do, but it's not starting bad at $3,600. I probably wouldn't go over $7,500. I mean, it's valued at 20 racks, so I wouldn't go over 10,000. You see what I'm saying? But that ain't what you use to judge. You never use the land value that they give you right here. That's only to assess your taxes. You want to go see other things like this. Since we located the property, right, you actually want to see the potential. You got to zoom out the map first. Feel me? Oh, look, see, you close to zoo. That was a come up almost. Shit, that's a come up. Right next to a beach in California? Wait a minute. Even though you by Pelican Bay State Prison. I'm just saying, though. This ain't bad or nothing. Got you a nice little spot up north. I'm trying to tell you, bro, this is how you do the shit. And so why hide game like this from my brothers? Never been my spirit. But so what we gonna do first, see if it's schools and shit. Is that a school? Nope, it's just like they growing stuff. But what we'll do is grab the address of a property around it. Right? So I'm gonna try to grab the address of a property. See if they even got the road mapped right here. I'm gonna see what this intersection look like. You taking somebody to one of your cuts, bro, and you make that right turn right there, they gonna think you're trying to do something to them. And you right by that beach. I lightweight, damn. I lightweight. Wish I wouldn't have looked at this one on YouTube. I'm just playing. I ain't on the market. We just talking. But there's a lot of things to let you know you do first before you research this. I mean, before you move on something like this. And so I'm trying to find the address of a property close around it. I tried clicking on that, but because what I'll do is pop it in Zillow. As a matter of fact, that's what I'll do anyway. Do I need to look at a different version of the map? Well, I'm trying to get them to let me see one of these addresses. I know I can't get a street view over here. But even still, it don't look like it's an hour away from the beach. And I'm getting thrown off track because Can't find how to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it like this. Zillow will help you out. You go to Zillow, right? Excuse me. Pop the property that you're looking at in there and see what they tell you. And they're going to tell you about your neighbors and the value of your neighbors' properties for sale. So, hold on. I thought I just put in the address, right? Why is they doing that? I'm just going to take this out and put Crescent City. Crescent City. Now look, this is what we're talking about. We about to go to the same area we was just at in Crescent City, which was right above Fort Dick. And look at what the properties is going for over there. Come on, dog. Don't even be no kid about this. We grown in the motherfucker. Look. Think this is the loop I was in? I'm about to rematch it back up. Along Highway 101 past Rambling Redwood Campgrounds, it'll be the first right turn. This is about the Rambling. This is that first right turn right here by the South Bank, I think. Nope. That's way up here. So I gotta go down more. But what I see is it's somewhere in here. Oh, I can change this map to a satellite. Oh, that make it hella easier. Bow. Now when I zoom out, I want to see comparables, some comps. You want to see some comps. Or what you want to see is comparable lots that you can say, when I'm done with this is what I'm looking at. I'm going to look at this Bushy comp because he in the cut like this. And they managed to get 3 improvements on the property, on the parcel. It looked like almost 4. However they did it. Maybe it's a street down here. 850,000. Is they on an acre? Because that's what's for sale, an acre. So I'm gonna tell you how to work because we still talk about this from the have no paper standpoint, right? He on 2.1 acres. It ain't really a comp. It got 3 improvements on it. It's not really comparable is what I mean. It got 3 improvements on it. And what else? Is on 2.1 acres. But nevertheless, you know, you just got to look at what you can look at. Like, what is this, a poor neighborhood? Is this a bad investment? Hell no, this look like some, and it's that river right there. Come on, family. So let's go back. That lot we're looking at is right about here. And so look, they showing you. They show you right here, 21K. They got it on Zillow for 21K, and I just showed you how to get it in the auction, or at least to try to start. I ain't talking about this land. This is just an example. But like I said, it's 21K is what they're assessing it for on Zillow. But the one with the house next to it, they got for $285,000. You see what I mean? And then they got this apparently for less, $19,000. It must be less land, even though they got improvements on it. And so that 21K is being held up by Zillow. But you gonna, cut some trees down, build some shit right here, bro. My goal would be to at least build something comparable to these people who getting 285,000 right here, who could ask that. And if you go right across the way, we got a 600K right next to a 200K. When they assess the value of these properties, it must be some things going on with this one. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,300 square feet for 600K. But over here we got 264K, and it looked like a bigger property. Nevertheless, I think they just don't want to sell their property. But in a minute, you definitely ain't. This ain't no silly shit right here. This is actually a good look. You know what I'm saying? This little patch. And so when I click on it, now you see what Zillow say about it. Estimate 21,000. Yeah. If you wanted it, you come over here, go through the county auction, and you can start to get it for 3,600. So this them class magic that they want to do. Nope. You could definitely I could definitely package up something like this. Let me take my statements back, because there's nothing wrong. I don't want nobody ever think there's nothing wrong with uniform instruction. I definitely like school. I definitely like classes, but this ain't in depth enough for you to succeed. I'm telling you now. What I'm saying right now in the video is game I'm giving you up, but it's not everything you need to succeed in trying to make one of these acquisitions. You need to learn how to make sure that what you buying is really going to be yours after you acquire it. So I got like a few more minutes in this video. You see what I'm saying? And I want to, any questions or anything anybody would like to say in the chat, that'd be cool. I'm going to read off some of these things. They say they buying whole counties in southeast Georgia. Yes, I help pave the way for my sisters and brothers to buy up to $60 million in the business. They say multi-residential buildings and or mixed use is the joint right now. A lot of federal tax breaks, assistance and bags. Somebody say this game got sick graphics. Office space is downside. Yeah, your rights of passage. Yes, water levels are rises not dramatically. I don't know. It must be some I'm missing. But it's all good. And so I just this was the first little parcel I clicked on. I like doing this. This be just like we be researching for because they got one for 500. Feel me? The same way we research to find the glyph, I'll be like, no, I gotta apply the same scrutiny to my economics. Here go a minimum bid 500. We're gonna see if it got an address, right? Let's see how big it is. $500, y'all. Golly. Land value only $1,400. So this ain't like no come up. I wouldn't look further. But your taxes is only $15. But since I got an RV, and like I said, if you start doing that, you're gonna want to try to get you some type. I'm just keeping it a buck. You're gonna want to start trying to, like, shit like this is good. $500 minimum bid. I don't care if it's only worth $1,400. It'll be worth more than $1,400 to me if it's close to power. The parcel may be landlocked and undeveloped. So if it's landlocked, you got to deal with getting an easement. An easement, I said that in the song that started the show. I just put a bid on a parcel that was landlocked. And no, not that high road land, my own land. But let me see. We still gonna look at this one on the map just because they said $500 is the starting bid. I didn't see no acreage. Didn't see nothing about that. Just let's see what pop up on the map when we put this in the map. Wow, right off. Oh, that ain't the street? They say it's landlocked. So this Wonder Stump Road, it must not really be. Is that not a road? I guess it turns right here and this street don't actually continue. And you just be buying something. No, they got houses right there. That ain't landlocked, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Right here. If this is an acre-sized parcel, somebody tripping. So what'll happen is, this is some more game. The neighbors don't know about this. So I'm going to just tell you the game. You buy this just to sell it to the person who owned the house next to it. Or you just buy it to land bank. But I mean, I'm not recommending, and I'm not, I'm just showing you some game. This ain't bad, bro. Don't trip. No, $500. I know they probably only giving you something that you can't do nothing with. You do more investigations, and you're gonna throw this out because you're gonna be like, no. But the county ain't tripping. They ain't looking at it from the standpoint we looking at it. All the county is looking at it from the standpoint is recovering their taxes, bro. I'm telling you. So really, if you see this driveway here and all that, you ain't even about to be trying to look, I want to negotiate with y'all to blah, blah, blah. Nope. Hey, how you doing? I own that lot right there. Y'all want to get it? If they say no, then shit, you just keep that motherfucker. But the auction's starting right here at what? Current bid, $500. So I told you I'll never be talking about no super duper shit. We could have the same conversation, and I could go to the Bay Area, and we can be showing properties that's starting at $250,000. We ain't doing that because And what's your responsibility? If all was clear for this, and you won that bid, it shows you what your tax responsibility would be for being the owner of that property. It was like $20 or something. So I ain't gonna go over this for too much longer. I'll go over one or two more because I have fun with this, but I want to shorten the length of my videos so that I can put up more and get more use out of it. So we're gonna go to a fun county now. Sacramento County, boy. Woo! You would come up if you knew what you're doing. See? Bids start as low as $22,000. So this is what I'm telling my brothers about, and this is also what I talk to my partners about, who enable me to be able to do this for our company. I'm like, yeah, we could do Alameda County, we could do these popular counties, but you in a whole different auction. The lowest bid starting at $22,000. But if you're a boss, that ain't shit really. Because you're going to get a house. You got a chance to get a parcel in Sacramento County for $22,000. Bruh, when I run these numbers, you're going to be like, that's crazy. Watch this real quick. All of these numbers can be acquired by doing anything I talked about at the beginning of this video. Hella easy. You could go watch people who got just type 14,000 off of any gig app, 20,000 off of this app, and it's gonna be somebody on YouTube showing you they made 20 racks off of any app job that they got. Don't be thinking like, no, if somebody got you motivated or too much pride and you're not humble enough to be on top and get greasy and grind and then have your family happy, then that's you tripping. Do all that shit, everything. So 17 parcels in this auction for Sacramento County, and we'll end it with looking over some of these parcels, and we'll see much more beneficial potential acquisitions here. Now I'm gonna show you two things as a jewel for using bid for assets. They got the auction folder and they got the general tax sales documents. I learned from experience that you're going to want to go into the general tax sales documents, and what they don't have here is what I'm looking for. They normally make a PDF to make the research a lot easier, and they normally only give that out like a month ahead. So that most avid researcher, see, it's only 17 properties here. So everybody going to be all over each one of them. But I've been in auctions where there were 700 properties. And there was no way to really contribute the resources to every property because the research you got to do take money with each property. I got it down to like $100 a property, but when I had first learned that how to research them, it was almost like $250 a property. Then you'll pay for that research, and then you'll find out you can't bid on that property. And so we're going to go look at the assigned parcel numbers, or the APNs, for this Sacramento County auction. And this is what you call a good auction, the woozy. It's only 17 in here. Let's see. Look, minimum bid 45 racks. But watch how these numbers run. Numbers about to run different in the bid like this, bruh. Auction like this. This that big boy shit. Let me see. So what I mean is they didn't give you the assessed value. They say it is a lot in Sac on the Louisiana track. We got an address. 18th Street in Sacramento. I hope this ain't nobody property. I mean, damn, I wish I could have kept the address. Well, this is on public information, but if you know about tax sales, it could be any type of situation on the other side of this acquisition. Man, this ain't no punk. This is what I'm talking about. In Sacramento on 18th Street, this lot right here that people probably wondering, what's up with that lot? Hella houses. You all in the thick of things. And they want 45 racks for this. I guarantee you if we go to this house next to it, it's at least worth 300, 200,000, maybe 100. Well, that look like maybe 100. But again, we just looking through Sacramento County auctions that are about to happen and closing this video. This 23,000, and let's see if we get some information on it. They're not giving us 23,000 in Sacramento. Damn, bro, people don't be knowing. I'm giving up game to my people so they can position themselves. Let me see. So I'm taking that back to Google. This is the opening bid, 23,000. Oh, that's this lot right here. We can see a good, nice close-up of it. Look. Oh, hell yeah, this is much more worth 23,000. Come on, dog. 23,000? That's the opening bid, though. So you just throw up one of these type of houses on it real quick. You don't want to spend more than 100 bands on the house, obviously, right? I don't know. How they do for houses, like, to build a house is like, what, $2.50 per square foot? I don't know. I mean, I don't know how they charge. My man was telling me something about it, but this is the lot that we looking at. In Sac. 23 racks. First thing I'm doing always is taking it to the neighbor. If the neighbor is the owner, you just acquired this property, you can tell them, look, you can have that lot right next door to you for this. Wow. Game. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get ready to bring this one to a close, but just to recap, because we start from the bottom, then we here, right? You know what I'm saying? We start from the bottom and then we wind up here. I definitely went all the way through this process multiple times, and I'll tell people that I recommend it. You know what I'm saying? Like for acquisitions. Don't do it the traditional way because sometimes we don't make the traditional incomes. Sometimes our shit be different. You know what I'm saying? 32,000, this must be a good one. 32,000 is the opening bid. This could wind up going for over 100 racks. Well, let's see what it'll do. What that say? Oh, that's nice. That's a corner lot. Damn. Oh, come on, bro. In Sac? Hey, bro, let's get this corner lot in Sac. Cats don't like, we'd rather talk about some shit. You know, we got, how much, I know we got over 1 million. I can guarantee that between the 24 people watching, we probably got like 5 million right in the chat. I'm just keeping it real. But I ain't on that right now. I'll just be giving our game. I'm waiting to launch other ideas like that once I finish with this HyroCoin project. And so we're right on track with our development, but I do have some things that I'm like, man, we supposed to be using this shit to ball together, bro. Oh, this game I know. Now that there's secure ways to invest to where you don't give the money to nobody, you just use smart contracts and shit. But this lot right here on the corner of Fruit Ridge and 79th in Sacramento, that's a good bid, bro. Let's go look right across from this gas station. So that's what I'm saying. What you think these people, these motherfuckers who own this gas station pay bread to get this property? You know how valuable this is right here? Sitting right here. Oh, okay. It's a little bit smaller, but still. It ain't that bad. It ain't like you about to build a gas station, but it's a lot. Oh, shit. But I ain't recommending nothing I'm talking about. Again, we giving up game on how you be starting to look at stuff. Actually, this lot, keep it a buck, is bigger than the house, the lot that the house is on next to it. So keep that in mind. Look, this house ain't on a bigger lot than this. Let me see. Let me see. He used to live over there. Dang, for real? Why you say that, Ramza? I don't think economics should be looked at politically like that. I mean, I'll do this type of stuff no matter what you believe. Like, what? Economic talk, and then you start talking about like with Christians or with Hebrews or with, nah. That's improper economics. You're gonna not succeed as much as somebody who ain't thinking about that. That's like, I mean, again, no disrespect to any of my business owners who ever put like a black-owned sign in their window. But that's to me, we got to understand, coming from the West Coast, that ain't how that started. That started in riots when shit was like, all right, we know y'all fucking shit up, don't break my window. It wasn't started to limit the people who walk by your business, and now they see that sticker in the window and they say, oh, I ain't walking in there then shit. Because I don't support y'all. So economically, I don't really ever get political, and honestly, some of the most business-minded people who willing to do shit like this in my life that I be linking up with, it don't necessarily be people who always look like me. Because I'm still trying to teach people that look like me. Not all, in all regards. There are a lot of people. Come on, dude. I got brothers in my crew that's way farther along than me on this type of shit and don't even really trip. And so I'm not saying it from that perspective. But what I'm saying is Christian, Jew, whoever you are, none of that makes a difference to me when it starts to come down to economics. If that do to somebody, then you're getting half the paper that's meant for you. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I didn't think that's what you were saying, Rams. I'm just saying, if that's true for anybody, then, so when they say withdrawn, they took care of them taxes. Somebody paid 100 racks to keep that spot. You feel me? 36,000. Anyway, I'm going to come back in a minute. Hopefully every time I say that, I go get caught up with something, but I'm going to, let me see. We could probably keep it popping just a second. Let me see something.
Hey, this
Okay,
one on me.
come on too loud.
Nah, hey, it's on me. You know me, that's how it's gon' be. I spent some money on bruh, cause I'm your homie. Loaned him a few bucks, he got lonely. Ain't seen homie around. Something told me that OG was leaking, but the police was peeping. We smoking kush, getting high in your tweeter speakers. Got stripes, Adidas sneakers, not like these weak ass niggas. The heater creeping, don't need a license for me to keep it. You niggas went from EBT to EDD when all she want is BBC. Brother J pushing the beat, PTB, wood grain Wagoneer, 3 TVs, triple OG, and your boy got respect though. You ever rock that high road day? I cut your check, bro. Look at your bank statements for my hand cocked. I just put an easement on a parcel that was landlocked. Why you out here acting rowdy, flossing? I just put a bid on some land at the county auction. And no, not that high road land, my own land. Arsonist, the pyro man, sparking it, doing it with my own hands. We pull up like swatting that 5-0 band. You want a verse? It's like you throwing a talent show with no talent. Bruh, you need 5 more bands. I'm real, even though I know reality is simulated. I stimulated your minds with shit I innovated. I demonstrated my prime and still I'm in it, ain't I? You immolated my kind, you feel I'm winning, player? Well, just remember I ain't better than you. I'm just moist in the voice, sound wetter than you. You analyze my styles like competitors do. I can rewrite your bars like editors do. If we building, then bruh, I'm an edifice dude. I'll be a your hood like we peddling too. Cats talking on a player like I'm telling you boo. I got guns in the closet, you got skeletons dude. 10 G's in the flamingo when the pelican flew. You a dumb nigga, I'm an intelligent dude. Now I won't be, even if you selling me food. I pop you, but I ain't in the felony mood. I'm from Oakland, want somebody tell them be cool. Gotta squeeze in these bitches like Miss Melody's shoes.
Oh, we back. Thanks for tuning in. I said in that song, my main man copped a hotel in Panama. Take an L, J shitting on niggas. Grandmama. I ran by my man by my baby mama house. He should have a plan by now, so he could throw back that $5,000 I tossed. Keep a bag on me, dear. Santa Claus. It's just wordplay, having fun, but we still like to give out information and knowledge, you know what I'm saying? We still like to give out information and knowledge, so I'm going to bring it to a close. But look, I popped into Alameda County. This is the key, one of the key prime markets of a tax sale county. And they say starting bid at 10 racks. It's 15 parcels. I'll tell you right now, don't even think about it. I tried, wasted a hell of time and money. You're going to put money into these, researching these parcels. You're going to go to the auction, and it's going to be nothing but big boys there. Not little ones. They're going to be straight up talking about they're going to raise this number up so high. But I'm just about to look through Alameda County, and this is a county I live in, so I hope nobody's house pop up. 350,000, told you. That's what I was saying. You could go to a big boy county, but the bid's gonna start right. But I tell you right now, this 350,000 is probably gonna get them about 2 million. I see it all the time. So we really gotta learn this game. Watch, this 350,000, let's go run it and see. Look, that's in the hood. Somebody's house in the hood. On Wood Street, West Oakland. Damn. All right, they ain't even showing you how much that's worth. I guarantee you pop that on there, that motherfucker gonna be worth damn near $1 million. Gotta be $1 million. And that's the last one I'm doing. Cause I'm from the town. I'm gonna be like, that's Jody them shit. Oh, blood. Look, told you. They ain't showing you, but you just look at the comparables. Look at the comps, bro. Come on, man. That's a fucking come up. All the comps, 900,000, 750,000, 650,000. Where's the actual property? Right here. Oh, let's say for you. So, they got 1 millions over here. On Wood Street, we right on Wood Street, is two $1.4 million houses on here. That's what I'm talking about. So I could go to this actual address just because we're doing our homework. Man, that shit 300. So that's why the big boys play on in these big counties like this. Don't even get your hopes up. Trust me. Even if we find that one that's starting at 10 G's, they gonna buy that motherfucker for about 150,000. Here go 54,000 on London Road in Oakland. Big boy shit. But we got money like that, like I said, I'm talking about us in the chat. Everybody together. Fuck that. Eventually it's gonna lead to some type of group trust and some, you know what I'm saying, acquisitions. This shit's silly. Because we want to be the big boys. Like, damn, they here. They know we got like $4 billion to spend. Currently bid 200. All right, if somebody really got that. Elon Musk just bought Twitter. We got to stop thinking like some suckers. This right on MacArthur and 79th, bruh. Everybody know how much prime real estate this is. Damn. Let me pop this in. MacArthur 79th. This, I could tell you what this property look like right now. MacArthur and 79th is either gonna be that apartment building, it's gonna be the lot on the corner. Wait, that's Richie, huh? MacArthur and 79th? What's gonna be? That apartment building? Yeah, that lot on the corner, I told you. I said, that's Richie, huh? Didn't I just say that's Richie? I mean, everybody know this the town, so we ain't got to trip off that part. But here go that lot on 79th, bruh. So we really got to step our damn game up. You want to be a boss in the town, fuck with your partner. Put this shit right on the corner of Richie. This the type of shit you start talking and you start calling the homies about. Like, bruh, you go to the hood. See, they might think I'm stupid, but I'm that type of motherfucker. I go get in my car, go find anybody who think they a boss in this hood, but I'm going to dress appropriately because I ain't been out there in a hella long. Like, this 3 blocks from where I grew up. But I would go out there and try to find the real appropriate people and talk real shit. Like, hey, that lot right there, they only want, it's starting for 30 bands. And just to change the conversation and to see what somebody say. But y'all want to know something that's hella funny? This building right here is where I took my first music lessons. Who know about East Oakland? Oh shit, we gonna start a whole nother show. And I don't know about this Kingdom Builders right here, but this used to be the Suzuki shop. I know I ain't wrong. Yeah, this was the Suzuki shop. I ain't been to East Oakland in hella long. This is Kingdom Builders? What the fuck is that? A thrifty furniture and home goods store. But this right here, this was Mr. Fiore's. Rest in peace, Mr. Fiore. Y'all, who know about Mr. Fiore in the classes? I used to have to walk. I'll show y'all. My fat ass used to have to walk down this path right here and make sure I didn't get no fights and shit. Then I was looking hella stupid carrying a big ass guitar and shit. Oh, I was like, this shit gonna be hard. Going down here, bow, bow, look. So then we get over here. This shit wasn't here, not back in the day. It was all hood. But they start buying stuff in the hood as you see. So we got the masjid right there. Right here, my little path as a youngster. I was probably like 12, 13. Having to go by this shit. But this shit all look better now. Believe it or not. Right? Then I'm going to show you. This one, I got robbed right on this corner right here. I stand it right here. Damn, bro, that shit was hella scary. Standing right here, bro, pulled out a strap. Wanted my coat. I'm like, bro, you can have this motherfucking coat. Put the fucking gun away. Motherfucker really wanted, that was a little punk ass Perry Ellis puff coat. But this ain't Deuce right here, boy. What you want to know? I was never down here though. All my partners was from around here. We really was from the hill. So this is what I talk about. This ain't Deuce. You feel me? So you saying we could buy a property in the hood right now and buy like that, buy back black, but now I lived up this hill. We about to go. So this is the fat hill that you had to walk. So this was like a little separator between having to be in the hood. You feel me? These motherfuckers were still doing their thing. Do not get it twisted. But nobody wanted to come walk up the hill to start no trouble. So it was like a little safety zone. So I'm going to show you. This is what we call it, A Deuce Hill. So my partners start from around here. One of my mentors. I mean, we didn't call it mentors and shit like that. But The Rock lived right there. Oof, The Rock. He played me Chub Rock. He played me Chub Rock at about, I probably was like 13. I'm a DJ innovator. Don't. He had an LTD sitting right here, fat green LTD, 412s in it. He went to Fremont and he taught me about the delinquents. Shout out to the delinquents because I was a young rapper and he was telling me about, teaching me about the other rappers in Oakland and shit. My other partners, L and them, stayed down here on Outlook. This shit crazy, huh? But I wasn't from Outlook. I was on Astor, fool. T-Dogs. We about to go up about T-Dogs. All this, now this is when it was crazy. It used to be so much shit happening right here, you wouldn't even believe it. I don't even care. I just accidentally got brought back to the hood by looking at this parcel that's for sale in the hood. And God, this little section from Outlook to Astor, you wouldn't even believe how much stuff could happen in one little section of a neighborhood. But this is where I was right here. We wasn't at the top of the hill. We was like right here though. 8 deuce. You feel me? That's hella funny. But yeah, I wanted to end this video and then I start dragging it out. So I'm about to stop that and come back with some other shit. Thanks for watching. If anybody got some good information out of this, I appreciate it. And if not, you know, what can I say? A lot of people know more than me. That's why they got, you know, that's why they got universities and classes. And I just try to contribute to my brothers who be, you know, we be talking about other shit. Football games, Whack 100, Hassan Campbell, we be talking about. So at least if somebody trying to actually tell you a way that if you really did anything I said, you going to really have the shit that I'm talking about at the end of your process. So I'm just looking through the hood right now, and this is hella crazy. So I want to talk about these Africans that had moved to the hood back in the day and just show y'all how they did it on everybody when we were some kids, straight up. I love these people for this. So we young in the hood, right? And an African family had bought this parcel, bruh, and they started building their house. And look how they did it. You gonna be rolling. Look, bruh, they built this motherfucker. Huge. It was the hugest house we had ever seen in our lives when we were some kids. Hold on. Look at that shit. We was like, damn. They built that one block above MacArthur. I remember when this was first transpiring, I was like, God dang, they got a mansion. This was a mansion to us.